And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. So the Clippers win the tip. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's George. Back to Batum. Launches it. Brooks with the rebound. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Leonard.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit. But, hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Adams, and he banks in the layup.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
Morant against Wall. Here's George. And he buries his first look.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Morant with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 6.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Leonard outside. Inside. A nice shot by Zubac.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Wall against Morant. They set the pick. Outside Bane. The 3. Good. And the setup by Morant.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Leonard against Morant. Banked it in off the glass.
You like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Wall against Morant. Jackson outside. And the layup is good off the glass.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Wall against Morant. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. On the break. And he lobs it up to the rim. Bane finds Jackson. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Batum, right side. Up top Wall. Pass to Zubac. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 6.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Memphis leading. 56 seconds left to play in the first. And then Morant with the jam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Zubac with a screen on Morant. Wall, the pass to Zubac. And Morant over to help. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Up top, Bain. George defending. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Morant with the slam!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Wall, the pass to Leonard. The three. That shot is off. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the one. The three from Bain.
Well, Paul George showing off his defensive prowess right there. Full energy, full focus, and a nice contest. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And the jam by George.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Wall against Morant. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Misses from close range. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And then Morant with the jam!
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Leonard against Adams. Out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Morant against Wall. Batum, pass to Wall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Jaren Jackson picks one up. All right, Brad, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Here's Wall. Tries again. Here's Zubac. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Morant against Wall. And he can't jam it through. The Clippers trail. Leonard outside. Pass to Batum. Batum with a screen on Brooks. Leonard passes to Batum. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Wall against Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. The free throw drops for Morant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Bain. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Drops in the 3. Brooks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Wall. George, a screen on Morant. George outside. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And here's Morant. From down in the low post, it goes. And now it's a 7-point Memphis lead.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And Leonard, here we go. Up and over Brooks. Leonard gets the bucket. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Wall against Morant. We've got 13 seconds left in the half. And then Morant with the jam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Ball for 3. The shot off that time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a
33.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Morris in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Clark. On the wing, Green. Outside, Williams. The 3 ball. And it's Green missing. The Clippers shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. Covington passes to Kennard. Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
He buries it from 3. Konchar's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Jackson against Jones. Jackson, pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, there's playmaking ability, and there's a willingness to attack the basket, and Jackson good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Pass to Konchar. Williams, a screen on Powell. Konchar off target with the 3. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. On Robert Covington. That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. And the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 3. Jackson against Jones. And Kennard with the three. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jones against Jackson. Jones, the pass to Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Jackson against Jones. Here's Morris. The shot, no good. Good D by Clark. On the wing, Conchar. Jones with the ball. Picked up by Powell. Conchar. Pass to Clark. And he makes it on the layup. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Jackson outside. There's a screen. Back to Kennard. Lets it go from the wing. Jones grabs the board.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, a classic streak shooter. Green is always a threat from the perimeter, and those points can punish you.
Picked by Covington. Jackson, the pass to Covington. Out to Powell. Back to Covington. Fades away. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And the second free throw is good. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Pass to Conchar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. On Robert Covington. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Adams checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for Green. Bain, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. Jackson against Morant. Now here's Kennard, guarded closely. Takes a 3. No luck on that one. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. It's the Grizzlies. 4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Clippers trail on the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Batum gets the bucket.
And Batum can still knock down threes. He gives you that kind of gravity that the offense relies on.
Outside for Brooks. Bain against George. Lets it fly from 18. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And that is one of Steven Adams' specialties. If you fail to put a body on him, he'll put you in the rim.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
A big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Wall against Morant. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Bain. And it's Memphis with another.
Assisted by Dylan Brooks.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Ball against Moran. Here's Batum. On target from range.
Understanding his role on offense, Batum just continues to outthink his opponents.
Moran against Wall. Up top, Moran. On the take. Oh, misses the dunk.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Here's Leonard. Oh, Adams with the block. Leonard against Moran. Moran with the slam.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Moran, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
But we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
The three is up. Drills it from deep. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Great to see Ja operate without the ball. Just a versatile point.
Ball against Moran. Out to Leonard. Takes the three. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the fourth. Now here's Moran. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Jackson outside. Leonard against Brooks. Outside Bain. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Ball for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. 1:14 left to play in the fourth. Now Morant. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
And this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Bain, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Zubats finds Batum. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside. Lets the three fly. Fires it in the triple.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
And so it's Memphis winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on... You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Morant outside. There's the feed to Adams. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Edwards against Jackson. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Morant. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. It's a 5-point game.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
From deep. Here's Towns. Out to Russell. There's the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Russell. They grabbed their own miss. Edwards passes to Russell. Towns with it. 4 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the bucket.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Russell against Morant, and he comes up with the deuce.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now, here is Russell. To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. Edwards. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 8. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Out to Brooks. Morant outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Into the lane.
2 minutes.
That shot off. And Minnesota now the other way. Russell passes to Edwards. Launches it. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 7 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got... Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Russell kicks to Prince. From outside the arc, that one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
And here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Bane finds Adams. Morant outside. Outside, Bane. And stolen by Russell. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Edwards. An intentional foul committed, but for what? Purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Stolen by Brooks.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And then Morant slams it in.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
This is it to Prince. Back to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Russell's got 6.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Minnesota. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
So on the floor for Memphis. Adams is the pivot for him with and there he puts it down.
Man, what a
Oh my goodness.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And that's 12 points for John Morant.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
Also looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson, getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
Outside, Russell. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Towns for 3. Another shot. Russell passes to Gobert. From past the arc. And it's Russell missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Trailing by 10. Out to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Outside, Towns. It's to Gobert. Just his first attempt. Goes back up. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Jackson down low. Towns on him. Morant dishes to Adams. A 3-ball. And it's Morant missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Russell passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
The 3 from Morant. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. Prince in the corner. Outside Towns. Lock at 6. And here's Edwards from the arc. They get it again. Gobert dishes to Towns. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant surveying the D. Going inside. The shot that time not on target. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So
20 seconds.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Stolen by Anderson. Rivers finds Reed. Here's Noel. Another shot. It's Rivers on the wing. And they'll get another chance. And a miss there on the triple. Williams passes to Clark. Stolen by Anderson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now the pass to Reed. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
For three, the Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Conchar. Out to the right wing. Lots of room. Doesn't go for it. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Noel passes to Reed. Here's Noel from downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jones dishes to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Jones against Rivers. Pass to McDaniels. Takes a three. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Memphis on the break. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Here's Conchar. McDaniels defending. Jones against Rivers. Floats it up for Williams. Stolen by Reed. And here they go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Morant drives in.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Towns, and that's good for 2. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Morant against Russell. Morant drives in, and Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Prince.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Morant passes to Bain. It's stolen by Edwards. Gobert finds Towns. Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Minnesota leading by 3. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Edwards drives in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Morant. Adams wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. Adams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tries to keep it alive. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And he sinks the 2nd.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Prince with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Russell with the 3. Hangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And the basket by Jackson.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Morant with the steal. And Morant throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Prince misses. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6 to take the lead. Puts it in off the nasty crossover. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
Now, how about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Russell passes to Towns. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. For Memphis, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. There's Jackson with the 3. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Russell. Towns wide open. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
You know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoyed going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Leaps for it. And it's Morant missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Good on both.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. No one covered. Edwards got 19 points.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Morant outside. Driving in, and he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Outside Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up. So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead.
No way to deny it. Coming down the stretch, Russell wants the ball in his hand. He wants to be the guy.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Russell high post. He kicks it to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Oh, they get it back.
Well, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Morant outside. Bain with the screen on Russell. Morant passes to Bain. Nice move. It's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Outside Edwards. Top of the key, Russell. From the line. Oh, off target. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll... These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Now Morant. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Morant kicks to Bain. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Second team foul. On the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bain. And Bain drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Passes to Edwards. It's up a 3. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Russell against Morant.
You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Russell inside, guarded by Morant. Pushing it up. Brooks with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Morant outside. Offensive rebound. Adams. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So he can't get either to fall.
You'd think Adams is a smart target for a foul, but he might just surprise you.
Edwards passes to Prince. Gobert in the corner. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Russell against Morant. Outside, Bain. Outside for Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go. It's a hand on it, and it's Adams on the follow. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. That's a 2 from Towns. The shot, no good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime.
The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies.
Looking at tonight's matchup, both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be the big men in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. Let's go with a 3. The Suns clear it. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. This one for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Up top Morant. He's guarded by Paul. And he gets that one.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Here's Paul. About a minute into this first quarter. Can't connect from short range. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together. I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
The kick out to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Over Johnson. And it's Memphis with another.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. From deep. It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 4-3. And Chris Paul clears it away. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. To the middle. Pass to Ayton. Paul against Bane. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Booker. Takes it inside. And Booker with the jam.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Morant with it. Outside Bane. Oh, Booker with a block. They get it back. And there it is for him. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Now here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Suns keep it alive. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Booker for 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Memphis calls timeout. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now here's Brooks. Offensive board. Adams, shot's good.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Johnson. Back to Paul. Johnson a screen on Bain. Three-pointer, Bridges. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.
Throw it down, young
Clear
fella.
the deck! Deck cleared.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Bain. And Booker puts up a deep three. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Now Morant. He has 6. Outside Bain. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Here's Bain. 4-point game. Can't connect from 14.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies up by 4, and we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Jackson outside. The ball's knocked loose. Paul with a steal. Here we go. The pull-up J, and it's Phoenix with another.
And at this stage in Chris Paul's career, he relies on experience as much as athleticism in transition.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And he's going for the oop here. Morant finds Adams. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Suns leading. Out to the right wing. Ayton passes to Booker. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The Grizzlies shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Paul against Morant. Jackson for 3, and stolen by Paul. And here's Johnson. Give him 8. Outside Paul. Lets it fly. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Suns lead by 5. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And another area of strength has been their offensive rebound.
Oh, my goodness. Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Paul. Out to Bridges. 4 on the clock. Over to the wing. Oh, the swat by Adams.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Brooks outside. Left side Bain. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. And that'll tie this game up. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when the plan A fails.
Well, B.A., a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
Here's Bridges. Goes up from the top of the key. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Moran against Paul. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Morant, no good. For Phoenix, they've got 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Bridges outside. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Timeout call, Memphis. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Booker for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. He's got 11. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Paul with it. Oh, stolen by Morant. Brooks, right side. For 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Thanks, Allie.
23, the Grizzlies, 23.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
On the court for Memphis, we've got Green. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4 slot.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Throw it down on the lob.
Love the execution. Ja Morant is big time at breaking down the defense in these sets.
Now here's Paul. Shoots over Morant. Back to Paul. Williams grabs the board. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Timeout called. Memphis. Shamet, he's checked in for the Suns. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Jones, he's checked in for Ja Morant. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Conchar. Pass to Clark. It's hauled in by Landale.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Crowder, that's good.
Jay Crowder often stays out on the perimeter, but sees the opening and quickly takes advantage.
Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. And too long on the shot.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And here's Saric for 3. Williams grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Jones. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Lee, defended by Jones. Here's Hunarik, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 2.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. They swipe it. Picked his pocket. Outside, Williams. Tipped away. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Shamet. And the Suns get it back. Hunarik. Good D by Clark.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Williams misses.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Shamet. Hunarik is screen on Jones. Drains the triple.
From range, Landry Shamet is just a natural. Has total confidence in his own abilities.
Timeout called. Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Memphis trailing here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
outside Morant. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. He launched that one from way outside. Hunarik has got 5.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Well, the Grizzlies shooting the rock well at 46%. Paul against Morant. And he drives in. Morant with the slam!
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Paul passes to Bridges. Three-pointer. Back to Paul. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. Back to Paul. Beyond the arc. Ayton. And the tip-in on the offensive boards. Give him 8.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Outside Bane. Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J. Bane's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Now Booker. The 3 is up. The shot no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Suns on top. They lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, sweet move from deep. That's good from Paul on the assist from Ayton. And the Suns lead by 6.
What focus on the range shot by Chris. Not letting anything throw him off.
Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Jackson for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 3 on 3, and there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that 7'4 wingspan to good use. Jaren Jackson with the easy catch and flush.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Ball passes to Johnson. Booker with it, guarded by Bane. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Booker can't get it to go.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Johnson a screen on Morant. The kick out to Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
A good look from Bane. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Bane's got 5 points in the quarter.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Outside Booker. Looking to end this cold spell. And stolen by Bane. Jackson on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Back to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Driving inside. And then Morant with the jam.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Booker against Bane. Johnson a screen on Bane. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jackson the screen. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. There's the triple. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant going inside. And then Morant with the dunk.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. From behind the arc. Adams grabs the miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Morant, pass to Adams. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jackson, pass to Bane. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
So the first of 3 is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. The second one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that brings him within 2 here.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a 1-possession game.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Let's hear the starting lineup. And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Morant with a wide open look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each trade that Ja makes builds his confidence.
Now here is George. Great D that time from Bain. Floats it up there for Morant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
George looking over the floor. That shot is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Summer of 2014 doors. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And so it's Memphis with it after the Clippers pick up 2. Outside for Jackson. Brooks outside. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with another miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Leonard. Banked in off the glass.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Morant outside. There's the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Wall. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Count that bucket.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Morant surveying the D. Pass to Adams. And it's Brooks in the corner. Launches a 3. Memphis the rebound. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Clippers trail.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Now here's Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's George, following the basket by John Morant.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Ball against Morant. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. The shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Leonard with the steal. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
There's the lob to Jackson. Morant passes to Jackson. And here's Brooks from outside. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And here's George for 3. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. With the drive and finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Leonard sets a screen for Wall. From the arc. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Morant reaches to Adams. Rebound by the Clippers. A 3 from Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Wall passes to Zubac. Puts the move on. Outside for George. Driving to the basket. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant dishes to Jackson. Takes it off the glass. Jackson's got 5 now.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And Leonard gets it to go. He's got 9.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Outside for Jackson. Leonard with the steal. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Morant. We've got one.
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. And here's Wall. The deep 3 from George. Brooks grabs the board. Payton for 3. Adams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 9. Lets it go with the 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Jackson passes to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Good on the triple. Jackson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Good on the second free throw. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jones. Here's the pass to Clark. Here's Conchard. Over George. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Left side, Wall. The tray. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bombed up there for Clark. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Substitution on the court.
Nine seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Covington. This one for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so is Memphis. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Luke Kennard out there with Robert Covington, and it's Morris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Tries again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, see, Marcus Morris has the physicality and the frame to be able to be a force on the offensive glass. That's nicely done.
Jones against Jackson. Jones kicks to Clark. Jones looking for an opening. 4 on the clock. For the 3. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Covington finds Kennard. It's Powell on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jones is running. And it's Green missing.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Kennard. Covington a screen on Green. Kennard for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
Here's Conchard. And another miss by Memphis. Clippers trail by 6. Covington passes to Jackson. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. 3-pointer. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Jackson.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's Conchard, guarded by Jackson. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Just 3 to shoot. Brooks with no one around. Drills it from outside. Brooks has got 6 points.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
Outside for George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant cracked to see. For the dunk contest, I see you, young fella.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And George drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Now here's Morant. He's got 21. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. A 3-ball. Jackson misses. Clippers trail by 6. George finds Leonard. Outside for George. To the left side wing. Takes it inside.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
The Clippers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. And both free throws good for Paul George. 1:10 left here in the third quarter. Now Morant. Outside Jackson. It's deflected.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
George dishes to Batum. And George kicks to Batum. Out to the right wing. Here's Wall. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's the lob to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
Morant against Wall. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Wall's got his second bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Screen by Adams. The 3 from Morant. That shot no good. And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Clippers trail by 6. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Here's Jackson. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. 4-point game. Wall passes to George. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. Morant's against Wall. Here's Adams. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. Outside for Batum. Wall against Morant. Back to Wall. Just 4 to shoot. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Wall against Morant. Wall with a block.
That's the length of John Wall. Boy, this guy has been so consistently good defensively.
The offensive rebound. Outside for George. from deep three-point range, and they get it back on the wing. George Batum for three. Tries yet again. George, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. On the wing, Jackson. Three-pointer. Wall grabs the board. Clippers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Morant finds Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Batum a screen on Bain. The three from George. Drills the three-pointer.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Morant against Wall. Morant outside. And then jammed out as he goes right over it. He beats Zubac.
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Over in the corner, Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's George. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, you can see the trust they have in Nick Batum. So dependable in big moments.
Outside, Bain. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. And George, here we go. No good, shot missing. Morant with some nice D. Left here in the fourth quarter. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Adams. Outside, Bain. It's Morant in the corner. Bain kicks to Morant. Over the wall. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboard.
From deep, George. George missing again.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. From past the arc. Batum grabs the miss. A three from Leonard. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Clippers ball.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game.
score 6-3.
And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, BA, get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
This is what teams try to do with Morant. Get physical, make it difficult, but he just continues to figure it out.
And Russell, here we go, to the left side wing. Offensive rebound. And he makes the 8-footer.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And Morant gets it to go.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep. Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Towns finds Edwards. The 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness. It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Morant with it. He's got 5. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Adams.
You're always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Edwards with it. Jacks up a 3. Brooks with the rebound. Payne against Edwards. Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Now here's Russell. And that one's good.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Outside Morant. Connects from downtown. Morant's got 10 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Prince. And stolen by Morant. For the finish. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Smart defense from Morant, wreaking havoc with his activity, coming up with the steal.
Here's Prince. A minute 53 left in the first quarter of the game. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
And Morant drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Now here's Russell from the arc. Brooks with the rebound. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Moran against Russell. To the paint. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Prince. Nails the wide open jumper.
Nice sequence off the inbound. Ball movement and player movement creating the good look.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Second chance effort. Oh, and Towns with the block.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Morant. He's got 14. The three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
The consistency from range, that's something that Morant has worked on early, and it's made him unstoppable.
Morant against Russell. Pass to Towns. There's the three. The shot misses. Here's Morant. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting a lot.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Yes, it's good. Morant's got 19 points.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
Towns up top. No good that time. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Morant, the pass to Bain. Jackson outside. Fires for 3. Here's Adams. The 3 from Bain. Pure from 3-point range. He's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
And so Jackson nails both of them. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Prince with the bucket.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Here's Russell. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Gobert inside. Jackson on him. Gobert gets the bucket. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
And here's Morant outside. Edwards pulls it in for Minnesota. They've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And it's Adams missing.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Off target from 3-point range. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. The 3 from Bane. Gets the 3 to fall. Bane's got 6.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Towns for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Jackson outside. Here's the 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Prince can't hit. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Morant. The putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
The Timberwolves shooting just 37% in the game. Here's Russell. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Grizzlies have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks outside. From downtown. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Gobert with a screen on Bane. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies out in front by 19 going into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling it, he has no problem taking it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got McDaniels, Austin Rivers out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Anderson in at the power forward position. Noel knocks down the triple. Noel's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Outside Jones. Fires the 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
90 seconds into the second half now. To the middle. And stolen by Clark. Inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Outside, Williams. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Fires from deep. And no good.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
3-pointer. Rebounded by Green. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Williams from long range. And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And that one drops for him.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season. But as a whole, this young team, they won their division. But the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Anderson for 3. Here's Reed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. 1:16 left to play in the third. Puts the move on, and it's blocked by Clark. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Outside Russell. The 3 ball. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gobert's got 6.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Outside Jones. And another basket for Memphis. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's Edwards, plenty of space. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Williams. .23 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Shot clock at 6. Conchar. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the right side. Outside Russell. Towns for 3. And so it's Memphis. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. It hasn't taken them 2 minutes. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 41% in this game. Here's Towns. And they get it back. Russell against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. He takes it in. And Gobert with the stuff.
Bam! Rudy Gobert. I mean, that was a loud 2 points.
Outside Jones. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Jones has got 10 points in just the second half.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Conchar. Hey, 20 feet out. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Prince. That three's off the mark. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Here's Conchar, guarded by Edwards. The three is up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lets it go from deep. Russell finds Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Ah, the versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Pass to Conchar. Clark with the screen. The three. And the three-pointer goes. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Really left him alone that time.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Minute 32 left in the fourth.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sinks the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Launches a three. They grab their own miss. For three. Doesn't go that time. And here are the Grizzlies. Clark outside. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Conchar. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards fires from way outside. Great look, but off the mark. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch.
introducing the starter.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Booker. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Bridges inside. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Passes it to Jackson. A three-pointer, no good. Bridges finds Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nailed from three-point land.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Quick start for the Suns in this one. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. Long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. And here's Morant. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Outside for Jackson. Payne for 3. A shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Down low, and Adams with the slam.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Now here's Paul. From the arc. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Chris Paul. Adams' shot is good.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
And here is Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. Johnson's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Paul. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Well, Greg, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Morant kicks to Jackson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. Johnson with a screen on Brooks. Pass to Johnson. A fadeaway. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Brooks, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 5. Inside. Here we go, one-on-one. And Morant throws it down.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all off and stays locked in on the basket.
Johnson with a screen on Bain.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, a nice way to play.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And the shot goes in. Bridges has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Bridges doing a great job of getting on the inside to find a way to score.
Jackson a screen on Paul. And it's Morant missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now Morant. Outside Jackson. Fires for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Ball looking over the floor. Kicks it to Johnson. Ayton against Adams. Ayton sets the pick for Ayton. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Morant outside. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6, and you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Bain passes to Morant. Launches it. Rebound by the Suns. Ball right side. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So What a turnaround for that franchise.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges. Clock at 4. Shot from 16. A shot by Paul, no good. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Oh, Ayton in position.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. 1:25 left to play here in the half. And it's Morant missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Johnson outside. On deep. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Jackson gets the bucket.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Here's Paul. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Morant scanning the floor. Here's Adams on the wing. Jackson. Brooks against Bridges. Kick out to Adams. There's the 3. Rebound by the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Oh, Ayton in position. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Ayton.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disruptive.
The Suns, 27.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Jay Crowder out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Lee in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Shamet missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target. I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Shot by Crowder, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5, and Green slams it in.
Well, not a road runner with his speed, but Green really has an understanding of how to execute and get wide on the break.
Now, here's Shamet, guarded closely. Over to the wing. Saric outside. Here's the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. The pass to Green. Kicks it out to Jones. For the tie. Kept alive. Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And the second free throw, good. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Shamet on the wing. Defended by Jones. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Important for this offense to have a perimeter threat that's being provided for them right now by Jay Crowder.
Here's Conchar. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Williams. That shot misses. Phoenix leading by 5. Charlotte. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like the effort there from Šarić on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
So he gets them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Jones up top. He's covered by Shamet. Williams scanning the floor. And there's the drive.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Williams. And Williams drops them both. Phoenix has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Shamet up top. Out to Šarić. Passes it to Crowder. Floats it up for Šarić. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Conchar, covered by Lee. Williams passes to Clark. It's tipped. And they recover it. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Conchar, good. Conchar's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Shamet the pass to Šarić. Here's Landale. Lee outside. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Suns leading by 4. Šarić outside. Jacks up a 3. Shamet finds Crowder. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Here's Conchar, covered by Lee. Williams, a screen on Lee. Floats it up for Williams. He can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Shamet. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 6. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Ayton. Ball outside. trying to break free, and it's Paul missing.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brooks dishes to Adams. Goes up, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Booker against Bain. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Ayton kicks to Booker. Buries the long-range jumper.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Morant outside. Here he goes.
Oh, yikes. Look out. That finish. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's Paul. Back to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 6.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Knocked away and stolen by Booker. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On the wing, Bridges. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bain against Booker. Here's Johnson, and it's good for 2.
Booker's a good passer, becoming better in that area, and he knows how to work the ball around.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Bain.
2 minutes remaining at the game.
Morant against Paul. The 3. Up again, and it's Adams on the follow.
That doesn't happen all that often, but Steven Adams stepping up big here.
Paul with the ball. On the wing, Bridges. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Morant outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 11 points. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges passes to Booker. The tray. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
To the paint, here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
There's the lob to Adams.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
And here is Paul. He kicks to Johnson. Ball against Morant. Pass to Johnson. Suns moving the ball around. That one falls.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
And so it's Memphis with it. 7-point differential. Morant dishes to Adams. Jackson passes to Bain. Over Booker. It drops.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammates.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
So the Suns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that